knows why they copy what I wrote. Follow everything I post, never trip about a clone, cause they know what's a sheet to a goal. Yeah. Welcome to the main event. Applying pressure, but I promise I ain't made it then. In the head, still be free, I ain't paying rent. Wake up in the AM, making G's like Mercedes Benz. Whoa, hey, please don't take offense. It isn't you, I'm just not interested in making friends. My biggest fear is finding out that this came and went. So go ahead, but I'm staying in. If you don't like me, better close your eyes, I'm about to shine. So take a picture when you see me, cause I got to find another like me, yeah, I'm on the front, over the sun. The way I'm blazing, that's like the earth just got another sun. I just not even have this social, when you social, cause I only be hanging with groups, so they never told you I'm a soldier, and you ain't got nothing on me. I've been killing it.
I know, but the deal was I did it at noon and I couldn't go live until like 12:15, and that runs into like, I just figured it was better to do it. We moved the absolute drop to 12:30. I apologize, but that's all right. I did it enough ahead of time. Plus, it's not like it was before. I would never move it up. That's one thing I'm very particular about. Like, oh, it was gonna be 12:30. We decided to knock it at noon. Because then guys are like, all right, I won't be able to touch my phone till then, so we'll never move it up, but we can move it back so that, you know, I didn't want people to be live with me and then trying to claim. But 2 boxes left. McGinn, you say it's that top box. If you are right, you know, I may have to do like a little like $10 credit or something for McGinn if he's right on that, because that would be wild. Because there was still like 5 or 6 boxes left, and McGinn says it's that middle one. We haven't moved them. Good luck to everyone. Ooh, a good one to start out. I've been spending my morning going through all the stuff I have set aside for repacks, getting it organized by like parallels and hits and like autos and patches, and then sorting it by division and trying to do like high and low end. Dude, it's such a process in order to do it right. I know guys that just make like 3 repack boxes at a time. They know everything that's in it, you know, and they're honest about it. They don't like give any hints or anything like that, but I don't want to do it that way. I want it to be something where every box is a surprise when I open it. Like, of course, I'll know mostly what's in there. I won't know, like, I'm sure I won't remember if I do so many, but I want to be surprised, like, not know, like, oh, shit, you know. And if I do 4 or 5 boxes, it ain't going to matter. I'm trying to do, I said right now, I think I have 16 boxes over there or something like that. I'd like to get it up to a minimum of 20 boxes. So there's still a card in the bottom. Yeah, there was. We would have known when we counted. Who said that? Jason, there's going to be a person in here very thankful for you. Hold on, I'm going to stick it at the bottom. I've never done that before. That's wild. I got to go back and watch that. I'm a little embarrassed, I'm not going to lie. You guys have me distracted. I got to go back and see how you... Hold on, I'm going back to watch it. That's a good eye, dude. Actually, that's not true. That happened in a box of 3-2-1 before, or 3-2 baseball panini. I remember it was Doug. Doug's like, isn't there supposed to be a single or something in that? I'm like, oh shit. It's a pretty good one too. It's, oh my god, yeah, that's funny. I did not even notice. All right, here we go. Well, I'll tell you what. Trying to get sneaky. Once you see the card, you'll know that I wasn't. But I know someone in here is going to be very excited because... and then Matt McGinn might not be so excited. I'll put it that way. Kyron Williams, that's going to be numbered out of 30. Dude, this dude's going to be a boss. Going to be a boss. I said I have all these Cam Akers cards today I was going through. How about this? For the Cleveland Browns, Bob Riley with a Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel. Well, I can tell you this is already a good box because I know what the last card is. I don't like to see it either. He's got such a nice autograph. Manziel and Williams. I don't want to be too long because I don't want to be jumping into the 12:30 drop. Jerrion Ealy. I got to look that one up. Jerrion Ealy. I want to say Giants for some reason. It's not a Fields. Jerrion Ealy is going to be going out to... He's a free agent. I don't think you'll be too mad, McGinn. You'll see what I mean. Kansas City Chiefs out of 99. That's who he played for. He's currently not on the team, but it will go to KC. And Travon Walker for the Jags. Wasn't he number 1 draft pick? Travon Walker for the Jags, because this is Is this 2022 or? Why do I? Was he previously number 1 draft pick? Trayvon Walker out of 99. And the last card, who was it? Mello. Mello, I will tell you, Peter Burris will thank you because it is a Bijan out of 99. I guess I don't be too mad, but you did make the trade Vikings for Falcons. I appreciate the kindness we see in this group. He knew he was a Falcons fan, so maybe you'll get a Vikings as good measure, good karma. So good eye, Mello. Thank you. I applaud you. Bijan out of 99. Not a bad box. Kyron, Manziel, and Bijan, and the number 1 draft pick, Trayvon. That's a pretty solid box right there. I love me some Trinity. It's not as good as it used to be. If you remember Trinity when we first started breaking it, it used to have on-card autographs, huge number inscription or name and number inscriptions and quotes. Like they would do quotes. And Valiant also, the thing about Valiant is they have now went from here. I'm going to do this because I don't want to see the graded card, or I shouldn't even see graded. That's the other thing. Not only is it not, it's a slabbed card now, but it's not graded. And they used to do the hobby and the jumbo version of this, and they don't anymore. They do just the jumbo version. I've always liked the hobby version more. It seems like you get multiple big names out of it. Calvin Austin III, 4 out of 15. I believe that's Pittsburgh Steelers. I saw Peter Burris said, yeah, it's Pittsburgh Steelers. He, speaking of Peter Burris a couple minutes ago, he said he's in a meeting to 12:30. He's going to try to sneak out the claim. Also, I will say this. We had some new people asked to join today. I have not approved anyone new only because, and I'm going to approve them later today, but for those of you guys who have stuck around and tried to get teams in Phoenix, I don't want someone new coming in and harping in on it. So it's going to be our next 2 breaks. We're finishing that today. Once that's done, I'll approve new members. So if you recommended somebody, that's awesome. But unfortunately, I'm not going to approve anyone new until after that, because I don't want any more competition for people who have not been around for those. I'm trying to respect that. Cameron, this is a Cameron Rising. I think that's NIL. Cameron Rising is going to be NIL, so we'll have to random that at the end. And that's going to be numbered out of 30, 12 out of 30. And another one for the Browns, Jerome Ford. He had a good explosive games at the end there, at least one. What up, Mike? All-American Orange, Jerome Ford out of 25. Man, we haven't been doing a ton of Leaf, and I'll tell you what, I missed it. Another one for Kansas City, 1 out of 4, Jerion Ely. Who got the Chiefs? McGinn. See, you're getting some extra hits here. H3, man, absolute, not Phoenix. What do you mean H3? What, did I type something wrong? Oh, he meant absolute. Oh, what did I say? Phoenix. Domani Jackson, 6 out of 10. Chris speaks my language. He knows. Domani Jackson, Alabama Crimson Tide. And that's going to be another NIL card there. Josh Wiley, Rising Stock, numbered out of 3. Nice short print there. That's going to go to the Tennessee Titans. A.T. McDuck. This is a snake skin, too. Ducks don't like snakes, but he'll take this one. It's a horrible joke. Sorry, McDuck. That was stupid. Another nice NIL. It's going to be 2 out of 3. Spencer Rattler. So, again, the only thing I guess I don't and I do like that we do this is I do like that there's NIL. I don't like that there's so many, but it does make it fun at the end because now we have 3 decent cards, especially this Rattler coming out, that are going to be randomed off at the end, and we're not done yet. Oh my gosh, we're not done yet. This is a good break. Troy Franklin out of 30. We're going to have a nice random at the end, guys. We got to get through this so that we don't run into 12:30. Troy Franklin is going to be another, and this is an NIL box all over it. He's the Oregon Ducks. Are you ready for the next one? You want that or do you want this? Caleb Williams, 12 out of 15. Look at that. That will get randomed at the end. Come on now. That's a good box already. Even though we didn't, I mean, the Jerome Ford and the Ely were really our only, and Josh Wiley, but we got 5 cards we'll have to random at the end, including a Rattler and a Caleb Williams. Are you ready to see our, I won't throw this one. It's in here. Alec Pierce, 1 of 1 All-American Crystal Lightning. I believe Alec Pierce is the Colts. Alec Pierce is the Indianapolis Colts, and that's going to go out to Tay Taylor. Go ahead, Mike. Can we indulge? Can you share with us what you found out? I mean, listen, I have my own thoughts, but the problem is I don't get to share them because I don't have enough knowledge on them. I've watched highlights, I've read things, but I've never watched him firsthand play. So for me to sit here and be like, yeah, he's going to be a bust, or he'd be good if he went, it's just kind of one of those things where I don't really have the knowledge to sit there and give my take on it. Now, I doubt he's going to do the draft combine. You know what I mean? He's probably not going to do a pro day. He's probably just going to bail on all that kind of stuff. You know why? In honesty, it's probably only going to hurt him, not help him. And I don't blame him. I'm not saying players should do all that. At what point, though, is the league kind of like if you're invited, you have to participate in this? Like, it's part of your, part of the process. But I don't know if they could ever do that. Could imagine if someone got hurt. Kincaid, there's a Bijan, Silver, Thunderbirds rookie, and wow, Cleveland Browns killing it. It is going to be Bob Riley with the DTR dual patch relic. Emotional. I mean, look at some of the reports that have come out. Yeah, he just seems very erratic. And like whoever's guiding him is not doing a good job at either preventing stuff from coming out or squelching the fire when they're putting out the fire when something does come out. Yeah, it's not someone I want on my team. That's for sure. I'm not saying he won't be a talented player, and this is what I've said earlier. From everything I read, the one thing I can say is I read enough from the off-the-field stuff, which we don't see. And the off-the-field stuff seems to be the biggest problem. Uzama and Dalton Kincaid swatch at a 125 for the Buffalo Bills. There you go, Jamar. I'm sure who'd you get? I'm sure they would have traded. You had the Pats. That would have probably been an even trade before the break. Andrews at a 125, Thunderbirds, and a Nick Chubb. I still want to get some contours of the Bills. And there's a JSN numbered out of 199. Fired up. That is an SP Josh Allen. Again, I'm calling them variations because they're not short print. Tyler Scott. And Najee out of 175. And a Zay Flowers Thunderbirds. Yeah, well, here's the thing. A player doesn't have to participate in the physical aspect of the combine, but he does have to meet with the teams. And if the teams get with him and they all start to say the same thing, I think with NIL deals now, I think you're allowed to do a little bit more talking to the players ahead of time. I don't know how it works. It used to be you couldn't have a word with them, but I don't know how it all works now. But I will say, as teams start to talk with him, it could be one of those things where they just are like, you'll see if the team starts putting out their picks, the Bears start throwing it out there. Let me ask, Chris, do you want him? Do you want him on your team? To me, I'd take Fields. It's not even about talent. Fields knows the system. He's done well. Just get players to support Fields. Get Marvin Harrison Jr. and get a couple good offensive linemen. Go get Fields some guys and be done with it. Like, you have a quarterback. At least see what you have in him. These guys move on too quickly. That is a fired up silver and a nice Lambjack out of 50. Gold for the Ravens going out to Ricky Stone. Nice card. Looks good with the purple there. All right, we have about 17. I got to tell you something Jen said to me. Yeah, Ryan Lee's probably a better comparison from like... I don't remember Kaepernick being an issue coming into the league, right? I don't think he was an issue coming in, a distraction or, you know, an activist for lack, you know, for, if you want to call it what it is. Out of 250, Josh Downs, rookie, and a Jalen Hurts playing with fire. Cool looking card. Metcalf, Valdez, Scantling, and there's a Sam Howell numbered out of 75. Josh Allen Flamethrowers silver, very cool card. AJ Brown silver. How about a Kirk Cousins out of 50? We are getting a lot of low print here. And an SP Chubb. Getting a lot of nice short print color here. So I got to tell you, Jen. Let me see if I can find it here. Jen says... that it's official. I converted her son to a Bills fan. He got his first souvenir from Vegas, and it is a. Let me just show you. This is his first souvenir from Vegas. That's awesome. If you guys don't know what happened, the other day we did that video contest where we gave away $80 in credits, right? And it's because we got so many people entered. And one of those people was Jen's son, who came on and went, hey, let's go, Buffalo. So he got it entered and didn't win any credit out of it or anything. But apparently that was enough to get him converted to a Bills fan, which makes me super happy. And listen, if I had to endure, I said he picked the right time. You know, he didn't have to go through 20 years of torture to finally get to enjoy some good seasons. There's an SP Joe Burrow. So who has the number 2 and the number 3 pick in the draft? So I'd be curious to see if someone doesn't trade up. So because if the Bears want Marvin Harrison Jr., they probably have to pick him number 1. Unless they trade with the 2 spot, right, and guarantee to get the 2. I don't think there's a way he'll fall to 3, right? I mean, there's a chance he could be number 1. Saquon Barkley, SP Silver. Quentin Johnston out of 199, Rookie Rising, and a Rookie Rising Silver Quentin Johnston. Miles Murphy, Silver Rookie, and Adetomiwa Adebawore out of 175. I know I killed it. New England and Arizona. So did you see the report that came out this week that, and I don't think, Chris, you posted, I think I read it elsewhere, that essentially Bill Belichick never wanted to draft Mac Jones. He actually wanted Davis Mills, which I know it's like, oh, one does, but you wouldn't have got you would have got Davis Mills later. You could have picked stuff in between, right? So apparently, Kraft said no. He wanted a first-round quarterback, right? So you had to think, going all the way back to 21, that Bill Belichick's been dealing with like the result of that decision, right? It's a domino effect. And so my question is like, now that he's gone and Kraft brought in his own little, you know, whoever's going to listen to him is yes man, kind of like Jerry Jones does. There's a Stroud and Trey Hendrickson, Cincinnati Bengals going out to Rich Martinez. Now, I'm not saying Arizona won't go quarterback, but I just can't see why they would. They just paid Kyler Murray all that money, so much of it guaranteed. They're going to have to make that work. So, but New England doesn't have a quarterback. So I could see them wanting to go get that number 1 spot or praying that the Bears aren't going to take him, right? And then just banking on the fact that they can pick someone else, like they can go after one of the other quarterbacks if not. So maybe New England's happy with the number 2 pick and they're just going to ride it out. I mean, listen, the draft can't come soon enough. We're not even to the Super Bowl yet. But that's coming from a dude whose team is not in the Super Bowl. I'm sure the Super Bowl teams are ready for that. Although the last time they played, COVID hit, so I'm not really excited to see what happens this time when they play. Kenneth Walker Color Burst. And Brian Breesy, numbered out of 125, and a Gabe Davis listed as the top wide receiver free agent this offseason. I don't know about all that. I know that we won't resign him. We can't afford him. So Gabe Davis is gone, so he's open. I see him being like a Christian Kirk contract where you're kind of like, why? CD Lamb there, short print. So, yeah. Not a bad break at all, by the way. We're going to recap it, and we have a lot of random, so don't go anywhere. Plus, we'll be giving away 2 $5 hitless credits and the Super Bowl fantasy spot. And then, listen, it's about 10 minutes, so I want to get this done. But a couple short prints here, a couple inserts. I like mixing the Phoenix in because I feel like you get some very nice stuff, even on one box. Brian Breesy out of 125, Kenneth Walker Colorburst, Stroud Base, Quentin Johnston out of 199, Miles Murphy Silver, out of Tamiwa, out of Awore, out of 175, Josh Downs to 250, Jalen Hurts playing with fire. So the yellow in the inserts is numbered to 75, Sam Howell, but the yellow on the base are numbered to 50. There's a Kirk Cousins and a Lamar Jackson. Bijan Robinson, that is just a Silver Thunderbirds. We also... Mark Andrews out of 125, JSN out of 199, Najee Harris out of 175, Mahomes Silver, and Josh Allen. All right, now we have our hits that we already know about. Not know about, but we have to ran them off a few too, and a couple big ones. We have Trey Hendrickson for the Cincinnati Bengals going out to Rich Martinez. We have Calvin Austin for the Pittsburgh Steelers going out to Doug. And Dalton Kincaid to the Buffalo Bills to Jamar Evans. We also have DTR to the Cleveland Browns. Dual Relic Auto RPA. Dual Relic RPA. Josh Wiley to the Tennessee Titans. A.T. McDuck. And a pair of Jerion Ealy's for Kansas City to Matt McGinn. Although he didn't hit with his Vikings, he did get a little something there. Brock Bowers. It's Drake May, too. Isn't that he coming out this year? Jerome Ford as well for the Browns, and that's numbered out of 25. And a nice one for the Rams. Kyron Williams going out to Tay Taylor. Bijan, the hidden hit in the box. Big shout out to Jason for seeing that. Sorry about that, guys. At least it's protected well in there. It's so hard to get them out without seeing the cards. And anyhow, Cleveland Browns, Bob Riley out of 75, and Trayvon Walker for the Jacksonville Jaguars, #1 pick in 2022. That goes out to Matt Runyons. He had a big hit the other day, too. And Alec Pierce, Indianapolis Colts, 101 going out to Tay Taylor. All right, the drop is in 9 minutes. That's why I'm a little bit rushed, because I don't want you guys to be watching me when the break drops. So we're going to go Troy Franklin, Damani Jackson, Cameron Rising, Spencer Rattler, and Caleb Williams. They're all going to get random. Everyone's eligible, each random, all right? We do them one at a time. Almost all of you know this. But I'm not sure if there's anyone new watching or anyone observing. So here we go. And again, it counts as a hit towards... No, I was just asking about Drake May, Chris. I was just asking about him because I was curious, is there a chance that, could he go as a second quarterback? Is he that highly touted? Because I was thinking about New England, still kind of thinking about New England along the way. And would they go him if for some reason the Bears did go Caleb Williams? I mean, the Bears could honestly go Caleb Williams and not start him. But from the sounds of what Mike just said, that would not bode well for his temperament. Tampa Bay Bucks is going to be Matt McGinn. There you go, Matt. That's one. Matt coming in, taking a bunch of spots at the end to help us fill. Man, I tell you what, Chargers historically have had such a great run of tight ends. They need to keep that up. Damani Jackson. All right, I will have you out of here by 12:30 for that drop. Oh, it's going to be Indianapolis Colts. Another one for Tay Taylor there. All right, next up, Cameron Rising. Rising Stock. Kind of cool that it's his name and the name of the insert. Guys, we will have a new release on Friday. Wildcard Pro Look Illumination comes out. Super pumped about it. It'll be out Friday. We'll do some mixers with that in Phoenix. Kansas City Chiefs going out to McGinn. Another one there. KC for you, McGinn. All right, we're getting into the two good ones. Spencer Rattler. I think this one's numbered out of 3. Spencer Rattler out of 3. As always, Mineral 5, even when I don't type it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be Seattle Seahawks. Man, that's what happens when you take like 9 teams. There you go, Matt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess 6 spots. So like a fifth of the teams. Working out in your favor right now. And then Caleb Williams. Min roll 5. Good luck, everybody. Need at least a 5. As I'm fighting to get you out of here so you can claim and not miss it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Houston Texans. Jesse Bushel with the big Caleb Williams there. There you go. He ain't going to Houston, I'll tell you that. He's not getting drafted. Soon enough, we'll be able to go and do the breaks. And after the draft, we can just be like, hey, they go here. I always like that. I always like after the draft, we do some of these mixers. Oops. And we get to actually give them out to the teams. They're no longer randoms. Like when we go back and open 21 now, it's nice. It is going to be the Bears and the Niners. So Jamar Evans and Jeff Kellington with the $5 hitless credit. All right, last thing to do, Super Bowl spot, and then you're out of here, all right? To go claim, if you'd like. Super Bowl FanDuel, everyone eligible. Min roll 5. We're good. We have 5 minutes. I just didn't want to be getting close. 1, 2. All right, it's going to be the New Orleans Saints, Jason Mello on the board. There you go, man. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to make sure this drops exactly at 12:30. Be ready to rock and roll. I'll see you in a little bit.